All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Monday, where we have a triple header for you today. We're going to kick things off with a game that has absolutely no bearing on the playoffs whatsoever. It'll be the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Saints and Chiefs have both been eliminated. The Saints at 6-9, the Chiefs at 5-10. Two teams playing out the schedule. And then our next two games do have playoff implications. It'll be the Vikings and the Giants. The Vikings win the NFC Central if they win. If they lose, there'll be a wild card, and the Lions will win the NFC Central. The Giants are locked in as the number 2 seed, win or lose, it doesn't matter. They are NFC East champions. Whether they win or lose, they are the 2 seed and the NFC East champions. Nothing will change there for the Giants. But it's a big game for the Vikings. And then it'll be the Cowboys and the Steelers. The Steelers have already won the AFC Central. They're locked in as the number 3 seed. Dallas, on the other hand, they have to win to secure a playoff spot. If the Cowboys lose, Tampa Bay is in and the Cowboys are out. And that's a little bit later on this evening. All right. Evil Dead is, let me update this. I didn't update it last night. Evil Dead is 123-78. So that should put him, 45 games over 500. He's just on a tear. All right. Let's head out to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City for this one. Saints Chiefs here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. It's the Saints and the Chiefs. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. This will be the last game of the season for both these teams, as both are out of the playoffs. The Saints at 6-9, the Chiefs at 5-10. Evil Dead going with Kansas City. It's basically a pick-em game. It's like you pick 'em. This could go either way. And it looks like Kansas City will kick off. We're underway from Arrowhead. From the 4-yard line on the return for the Saints. Bringing it back, Garrett Walker, the rookie out of Utah, as he'll bring it out to the 24-yard line. Starting quarterback for New Orleans, Peyton Hicks, in his 7th year out of Tennessee. A disappointing season for both teams. And it will come to a close here today. The first of 3 for you tonight. Overcast day here in Kansas City. Temperatures in the low 40s. Not too bad. 3 wide to the near side. Hicks in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Hicks fakes the handoff inside. Looking. Throws outside and just throws it away. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Just underway. Live from Arrowhead. On 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking. Hicks throws. Caught. Nope. Incomplete. The intended receiver, number 85 for New Orleans. That's Alvin Marshall, the 3rd-year receiver out of Idaho. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Saints at their own 24-yard line. 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Wilder in motion. Hicks drops back. Throws underneath. Caught. Nope. Dropped. Tim Jefferson dropped it. He's looking for a flag. No flag. The Saints go 3 and out on their opening drive. It'll be 4th and 10 from their own 24-yard line. New Orleans didn't get a single yard. Bill Stone back to punt on 4th and 10. Stone gets the punt away. It'll be fair caught at the 33-yard line by Francis Floyd. And now the Kansas City offense will come on, led by their starting quarterback, Jim Townsend, in his 3rd year out of Washington State. The southpaw. The lefty. The only lefty quarterback starting in the league. Just thought I'd point that out. Kansas City will start from their own 33-yard line. 4 receivers wide, 3 to the far side. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend looking. Throws underneath. Caught by Cooper. And James Cooper out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Cooper in his 8th year out of TCU. And that'll bring up 2nd down. New Orleans had to punt on their opening drive. This is Kansas City's opening possession. Townsend in the shotgun on 2nd and 4. Townsend looking. Throws near side. And that's caught by Vaughn Manning out of the backfield. Out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 5. And that'll be a Kansas City 1st down. Kansas City from their own 44. 4 receivers set wide. Townsend looking. Townsend throws. Caught by Cooper across midfield. Out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. I think there's only 2 more games this week That doesn't have any playoff implications whatsoever. 2nd and 2 from the 48. Townsend hands off to Manning. And Manning picks up 2 yards to the 46-yard line. First down, Kansas City at the New Orleans 46. Yeah, the last 2 games of the season, the Sunday night and the Monday night game, have no playoff implications whatsoever. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Townsend hands off. Nope, takes it himself. And he gets taken down by Curry Felton, the 4th-year defensive end out of East Carolina. A gain of a yard, be 2nd and 9. The 49ers-Seahawks game has no bearing whatsoever. They're both in, and they're both locked in to where they are. The Seahawks, the 1 seed, the 49ers, the 4 seed. No matter what happens there. On 2nd and 9, Townsend looking, throws near side, caught by Manning, and Manning down to the 33-yard line, a gain of 12. First down, Kansas City. And then the Broncos-Rams game to wrap up the regular season. Both those teams have been eliminated. First and 10 from the 33-yard line. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend looking. Townsend rolls out, and he gets taken down by Felton. Back at the 36-yard line, a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13. Those 2 games I just talked about will be on Wednesday night. We'll wrap up the regular season Wednesday. Tomorrow night we'll have the Redskins and Cardinals and the Browns and the Chargers. Both those have some playoff bearing unless the Cowboys win today. 2nd and 13. Townsend looking, throws. Caught underneath by Trey Graham down to the 29-yard line, a gain of 7. Trey Graham in his 5th year out of Washington. That'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Chiefs at the Saint 29-yard line. If the Cowboys win tonight, it makes the Redskins-Cardinals game irrelevant. Townsend in the shotgun on 3rd and 6. Townsend looking. Townsend throws near side, and it's dropped by Graham. It'll be 4th down. And Kansas City will have to kick a field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt by Philip Marks. From 46 yards. Snap, kick is up. Kick is good. And the Chiefs take a 3-0 lead. Here live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. If this was the real NFL, this game would only be seen in New Orleans and Kansas City. The rest of the country wouldn't get this one. I think on the Fox side of the schedule, early games, trying to think, they'd probably get the Packers-Bucks. There's the kick from the 3-yard line on the return, bringing it back, number 85 for the Saints, and that's to, let's see, Alvin Marshall brings it out to the 26-yard line. 3:57 left. The Saints do not have a first down yet. The Saints don't have positive yardage yet. They're at 0 offensive yards. Saints come out. Hicks in the shotgun, a back on either side. Hicks looking. Hicks throws, caught underneath by Wilder. Out to the 30-yard line, a gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. 3:45 and counting here in the first quarter. Four wide for the Saints on 2nd and 6. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking, throws, and he overthrows everybody. Incomplete. He overthrew the tight end, Dalton Hancock. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 30-yard line. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead on this Monday, the first of 3. 3rd and 6 from the 30-yard line. Hicks in the shotgun. Hancock in motion. Hicks looking, throws down the middle, and it's caught by Logan Hawks down to the 42. A gain of 12. First down, New Orleans. Logan Hawks in his 10th year out of Syracuse. We watched the replay. Just came across the middle. And it was Sweeney, Reggie Sweeney, and Steve Warner, the two safeties, bringing them down. First and 10, New Orleans at their own 42-yard line. They come out in the I formation. Hicks under center. Potts in motion, the tight end. Hicks to Wilder, and Wilder out to the 46-yard line, a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Under 3 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Kansas City up 3-0. On 2nd and 7. Hicks under center, 4 wide. Hicks to Wilder up the middle, and Wilder picks up the first down to the Kansas City 41-yard line. 13 yards for James Wilder, the 7th-year back out of Tennessee. Luke Crosby on the tackle, the 6th-year safety out of UNLV. First and 10 for the Saints at the Kansas City 41-yard line. Hicks on first down. Hands off to Wilder again. And Wilder makes his way down to the 35, a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. Clock is moving. 1:45 left in the first quarter. Saints on the move. 2nd and 3, 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Wilder in motion. Now empty backfield. Hicks looking. Throws. Caught by Hancock down the sideline. Dalton Hancock out to the 6-yard line. A gain of 29 for Dalton Hancock. It'll be first and goal, New Orleans at the Kansas City 6-yard line. Hancock got shaken up on the play. He'll go to the sideline. First and goal from the 6. Injury timeout. 1:28 left in the first quarter. Can the Saints punch it in? They come out 4 wide, but they're in tight. Hicks under center. Hicks looking, throws near side, caught wide open for the touchdown. Anthony Potts, a 6-yard touchdown catch. The 7th-year tight end out of Maryland. And the Saints go up 6-3. Nobody picked him up around the outside, and he goes in for the touchdown. I mean, nobody covered him. And now Jerome Taylor will come on for the extra point. Taylor for the PAT. Snap. Kick is good. Barely. It was almost blocked. Saints lead it 7-3. 1:25 left to play. We're in the first quarter, live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. This is the last of the early afternoon games in Week 16. We'll start the late games next with the Vikings and the Giants. A huge game for the Vikings. And then we'll have the Cowboys and the Steelers, and that's a huge game for Dallas. Jerome Taylor will kick off. From the 4-yard line, bringing it back for the Chiefs, number 82. That's Trey Graham out to the 25-yard line. He got shaken up on the play. Graham will go to the sideline. Looks like he's got a cramp. Put some dirt on it. Walk it off. First and 10 for the Chiefs from the 25-yard line. 1:21 left to play here in the first quarter. New Orleans up 7-3. Four wide for the Chiefs. Townsend in the shotgun. First and 10. Manning in motion. Townsend throws, and he threw behind his receiver. Richard Swift, the intended receiver. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Chiefs come out 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend draws back. Townsend throws downfield. Caught by Swift out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 13. Richard Swift in his 8th year out of Alcorn State. 1st and 10 Kansas City. As we're coming up on a minute left here in the first quarter. 4 wide for Kansas City. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend looking. Townsend rolls out. And Townsend slides at the 43. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. As we're down to 40 seconds left to play. Here in the first quarter. Saints up 7-3. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Townsend in the shotgun. Vaden in motion. Townsend looking. It's a blitz, but he gets it off to Swift. Out to the 49. A gain of 6. Townsend had like 4 Saints in his face. And he still got the ball out to Swift for a first down. And that's going to take us. Let's see if they get the playoff in time. That's the end of the first quarter. New Orleans up 7-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. We start the second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at their own 49-yard line. Townsend hands off to Manning up the middle. And Vaughn Manning out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Vaughn Manning in his 6th year out of Hawaii. Kansas City on the move, trying to retake the lead. They have it 2nd and 3 from the Saint 44-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Townsend in the gun. Townsend looking. Throws down the middle. Caught. Making the catch. Francis Floyd down to the 23. A gain of 21. First down Chiefs. Floyd, the 2nd-year receiver out of Notre Dame. That'll move the chains. First down Chiefs. The Saints at 6-9, the Chiefs at 5-10. Both teams out of the playoffs, just finishing up the schedule. 1st and 10 from the New Orleans 23-yard line. Chiefs come out 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. Vaden in motion. Townsend looking. Townsend throws outside to Manning, turns upfield, and Vaughn Manning 4 yards out to the 19-yard line, making a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 7. 6:48 left in the first half. New Orleans up 7-3. Kansas City at the Saint 19-yard line. They come out in the I formation. Townsend drops back, throws deep to the end zone. Is caught by Swift. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 19-yard touchdown catch by Richard Swift in the back of the end zone. It looks like he got both feet in. We'll see a replay here. I think that's a good catch. They'll probably review it, but I think he got both feet in. And the Chiefs take a 9-7 lead. Let's see if they take another look at this. No review. And now Phillip Marks for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Chiefs lead at 10-7. They retake the lead with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to play here in the first half here at Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri, Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. Both teams will head to the offseason after this game. And now the kickoff by Marks from the 4-yard line on the return. This will be Alvin Marshall out to the 26-yard line. And that's where New Orleans will take over, 1st and 10. 6:26 left in the half. Down by 3 once again. This one going back and forth early. First and 10. Saints come out. Hicks under center. Hicks draws back. Throws downfield, and he overthrew Logan Hawks. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 6:23 left to play here in the first half. 2nd and 10 for New Orleans at their own 26, 4 wide. Hicks under center. Hicks to Wilder, and Wilder across the 30. Wilder out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 12 and a Saint first down. The 7th-year back out of Tennessee, James Wilder. Coming up on 6 minutes left to play here in the half. 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Wilder in motion. Hicks looking, throws underneath. Caught by Wilder. Out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. 5:45 and counting. New Orleans on the move. Trying to retake the lead before halftime. Saints come out. 5 receivers wide. Empty backfield for Hicks on 2nd and 5. Wilder in motion. Hicks draws back, throws a swing pass to Wilder, turns upfield. He's going to be hit for a 2-yard loss. Luke Crosby comes up and makes the tackle. The safety, a 1-yard loss officially. It'll be 3rd and 6. Big 3rd down for the Saints at their own 42-yard line. 5 wide for New Orleans. Hicks in the shotgun, empty backfield. Wilder in motion. Hicks throws down the middle and is caught by Anthony Potts out to the 49-yard line, a gain of 7. The big tight end gets the first down. First down New Orleans at their own 49. As we're coming up on 4:40 left here in the first half. Saints come out. Hicks in the shotgun, single back. Wilder in motion. Hicks looks downfield, throws near side, and that's caught by number 83, Connor Nelson, the 2nd-year tight end out of the University of Washington. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the Kansas City 44-yard line as they cross midfield, get into Chiefs territory. Coming up on 4 minutes left to play here in the half. On 2nd and 2 from the 44. Hicks to Wilder, and Wilder close to the marker. He's going to be just shy. A gain of about 1.5 yards. It'll be 3rd and inches at the 42. Under 4 minutes left to play here in the half. Big 3rd down right here. 3rd and inches from the Kansas City 42-yard line. Hicks in the shotgun. Wilder in motion. Hicks looking, throws, and he led his receiver too much. He was looking for Wilder. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. I'm sure they will. Well, maybe not. No, they're going to punt. Bill Stone back to punt. Stone gets the punt away, aiming for the sideline, and it's out of bounds at the 12. It's a 30-yard punt. And it pins the Chiefs inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 12 for Kansas City, leading 10-7. 3:28 left in the half, and they have all 3 of their timeouts. I probably would have gone myself as well. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Townsend under center. Glad they did. Townsend hands off to Manning, and Von Manning picks up 5 out to the 17-yard line, and that'll bring up 2nd and 5. As we're coming up on 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. We'll have the Vikings and the Giants after this. On 2nd and 5, Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend back. Townsend throws. Caught by Justin Vaden out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 18. First down, Kansas City. Vaden, the 11th year tight end out of Tennessee. He spent 8 years with the Redskins. Now in his 3rd year with the Chiefs. Kansas City can make it a 2-score game if they can get a touchdown before halftime. Oh yeah, he's very fast. He's got a 99 speed. He's the fastest quarterback in the league. The only problem is he's a pocket passer. He doesn't take off very often. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Townsend under center. Townsend hands off to Manning, and Manning will be hit for a loss of a yard, be 2nd and 11. In fact, Townsend's the fastest player on the team. It'll be 2nd and 11 from the 34-yard line. You don't see that every day, that your fastest player is the quarterback. We'll probably have the 2-minute warning after this play. 4 wide on 2nd and 11. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend hands off to Manning, and Manning out to the 38. A gain of 4, be 3rd and 7. 2-minute warning here at Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. 2 teams playing out the schedule. 3rd and 7 from the 38-yard line. Townsend under center. Townsend looking. Throws. Dumps it off to Manning. And Manning close to the marker. He's going to be about a half a yard shy. Andrew Moore, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 6th year out of Nevada. 4th and inches for the Chiefs. Let's see if they go for it at their own 45-yard line with 1:53 left in the half. I bet you they go for it. No, they're going to punt. Kenneth Arnold back to punt. I was wrong. Arnold gets the punt away. And that's going to be out of bounds at the 11-yard line. And that's where New Orleans will have it. 1:47 left. The Saints have 2 timeouts. They took a timeout right before the punt to conserve time. 1:47 left in the half. On 1st and 10, 3 receivers to the near side. Hicks in the shotgun. Wilder now goes out as a receiver, empty backfield. Hicks looking. Hicks throws near side. Jefferson can't hold on. He took a pretty good shot from Trey Schuler, the 12th year linebacker out of Oregon. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line. Four wide for New Orleans, 3 to the near side. Hicks in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Hicks back. Throws. Dumps it off. Logan Hawks out to the 17. A gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. And they do not take a timeout. They still only have 2 timeouts left. 1:27 and counting. 3rd and 5 for New Orleans. 4 wide. Hicks in the gun. Jefferson in motion. Hicks looking. Hicks throws. Gets it out to Alvin Marshall out to the 23. A gain of 6. And that'll be a New Orleans first down. I was researching more about Madden 26 today. Looking at all the new features. And I think I'm sold. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. 1st and 10 from the 23. Hicks throws near side. Incomplete. Logan Hawks couldn't hold on. There's a couple of things that really sold me. One is the new presentation. 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line. 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Jefferson in motion. Hicks looking, throws outside, caught by Marshall, but he's out of bounds, incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 40 seconds left and bring up 3rd and 10. From what I understand, with 26, if you want to do a CBS game, you can. If you want to do a Fox game, you can, etc. You can assign the network. 3rd and 10 from the 23-yard line. Hicks to Wilder, and Wilder is going to be well shy of the first down. He only picks up 2 yards. Kansas City takes a timeout. They want the ball back with 37 seconds left. It'll be 4th and 8. And I actually saw a video where it was a CBS game, and it looks really good. It looks sharp. I saw a demo on that. 4th and 8. Back to punt. Bill Stone gets the punt away. And it'll be fair caught at the 34-yard line. The other thing that sold me, I talked about this before. Let's say you're playing Tampa Bay and you want to wear the orange uniforms. Well, the creamsicle uniforms, Madden 26 will make the field and the stadium bunting match the uniform. So you'll see Buccaneer Bruce at midfield. You'll see the orange Buccaneers on the sideline. I think that's cool. 1st and 10. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend looking. In trouble. It's a blitz. He gets it out to Manning, avoiding the sack. And that'll stop the clock with 29 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. Basically, the graphics and everything will be different depending on what network you're using. I think that's cool. 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. Townsend fakes the handoff, looking, throws near side, incomplete. Looking for Manning in the flat. That'll stop the clock with 25 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 34-yard line. I will pre-order that as soon as I'm available to. I'll probably wait till around July before I pre-order it. 3rd and 10 from the 34-yard line. Vaden in motion. Townsend looking. Townsend in trouble. Townsend, a sack and a fumble, but the lineman picks it up. A loss of 10 yards back to the 23-yard line, bring up 4th and 20. It was Bryce Barnett who made the sack, the 11th-year defensive tackle out of Illinois. Townsend's lucky a lineman was nearby and picked up the loose football. 20 seconds left in the half. Kansas City will punt on 4th and 20. The Saints took a timeout. They want the ball back. They won't have a whole lot of time to do much, though. Arnold gets the punt away. Be fair caught at the 34-yard line by Garrett Walker. 15 seconds left in the half. 1st and 10, New Orleans. On 1st and 10, the Saints come out 4 wide but in tight. Hicks under center, just 15 seconds until half. Hicks looking. Throws, caught by Potts out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. That'll be a first down. Into Kansas City territory at the 49-yard line. 9 seconds left. They have 1 timeout. If they can get in field goal range and call a quick timeout. 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Wilder in motion now. Empty backfield. Hicks looking. Hicks throws. Caught by Wilder. Out to the 42. And that'll be a gain of 7. Make it a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. New Orleans takes their final timeout. 5 seconds left. Too far for a field goal. It'd be a 59-yard attempt. Surely they won't try a 59-yard attempt. They're going to try a 59-yard attempt. Jerome Taylor. Kick is up. And the kick is no good. It was short and it was to the right. No good. It remains a 10-7 ball game in favor of Kansas City. And now the Chiefs have 1 second. They can throw a Hail Mary here. They have it at the New Orleans 49-yard line, or their own 49. Misty's back. Hi, Misty. Three receivers to the far side. Townsend in the shotgun. Last play of the half. Townsend draws back. Townsend looking. He's going to throw it deep into a crowd. Hail Mary back of the end zone. It's intercepted and brought back. Why not? On the return is number 20, Fred Green. Halftime. Halftime score, Kansas City 10, New Orleans 7 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. The Chiefs will get the second half kickoff. It'll be fielded at the 5. Bringing it back for the Chiefs, number 81, Francis Floyd, out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs are up by 3. They can make it a 2-score game on this drive. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Misty's here. Say hi, Misty. Misty's back. She was up at the neighbor's house. Once again, she said she was going to walk, but she took the car. You say that all the time. You walked halfway. What were you doing, dragging the car behind you? All right. 1st and 10, 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. Evil Dead says Guru. Hands off to Manning, and Manning out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 3. Andrew Moore on the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. Yep. We've got the Vikings and the Giants after this. Vikings can wrap up the NFC Central with a win. 2nd and 7. Townsend fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. Incomplete. He overthrew his receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd and 7. I've got the Saints in these older helmets with the bigger fleur de lis, whatever they call that, the French flower on the side. 3rd and 7 from the 30-yard line. Townsend looking. Townsend rolls out, and Townsend's going to take off. And Townsend, look at the speed on Townsend. We told you he was fast. Down to the 35-yard line. 35 yards, Jim Townsend. I'm watching the replay on my laptop. He's fast. Look how fast he is. He's got a 99 speed. You get him in the open field, he's gone. 4 wide. 1st and 10, Chiefs at the Saint 35-yard line. Townsend looking. Throws underneath. Caught by Swift out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. We'd like those opportunities to see Townsend run. It was a couple of seasons ago where he ran down a defensive back on a pick 6 and kept him from scoring. 2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line. They hand off to Manning, and Manning out to the 24-yard line, a gain of 6, and that'll be a Kansas City first down. That was against the Redskins in week 1. Not last season. Well, actually, it was last season. It was last season. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. Vaden in motion. Townsend looking. Throws. Dumps it off. And incomplete. Trey Graham tried a one-handed catch. He couldn't hold on. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Townsend in his third year out of Washington State. 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line, 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. In motion now is Kerwin, the tight end. Townsend looking, throws to Kerwin, and he dropped it. Incomplete. 2 consecutive drops. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Chiefs at the New Orleans 24-yard line. Kansas City up 10-7 here in the third quarter. Big third down, 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend looking. And Townsend takes off and gets down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll bring up 4th and 2. He didn't get a chance to get up a full head of steam there. That'll bring up 4th down. The Chiefs will kick a field goal. This will be a 33-yard attempt by Philip Marks. Oh, they're going to go for it. On 4th and 2, 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun on 4th down. Here we go. Townsend back. Townsend throws near side. Caught by Vaden down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 9. They convert on 4th down. 1st and goal. Kansas City at the New Orleans 7-yard line. I like the aggressive play call. 4 wide on 1st and goal from the 7. Townsend to Manning. And Manning's in for the touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown run by Vaughn Manning. And Kansas City goes up 16-7. Evil Dead likes that. He took the Chiefs in this one. And now Philip Marks will come on for the extra point to make it a 10-point ball game. Marks for the PAT. Snap, kick is up. Kick is good. Chiefs lead it 17-7. 5:10 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. Philip Marks will kick off. And now the kickoff. And this will be fielded at the 5-yard line. On the return, this is Alvin Marshall. And Marshall out to the 27-yard line. The third-year receiver out of Idaho. Saints come out 1st and 10, down by 10. They'll have it thrown 27, 5:06 left in the third quarter. Let's see if the Saints can mount a comeback. I was doing some reconsidering over the last couple of days. I'll tell you here in a second. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks to Wilder. And Wilder, no gain. Gets taken down by Leon Holmes, the linebacker. What I was reconsidering, instead of using all 32 teams next season, I'll go to 30. I want to keep the 6-division format. I don't like the 8-division format. 2nd and 10. Hicks throws, and it's incomplete. Threw it too short. When you play the 8-division format, there's a greater chance of somebody winning the division with a losing record. And I don't want to go that route. So we'll use 30 teams, 6 divisions. 3rd and 10 from the 27-yard line. No Titans, no pads. Hicks. Hicks throws incomplete. We could do that. Oh, that's hilarious. Incomplete to be 4th and 10. That's hilarious. Davis would have a conniption. Bill Stone backed up on gets the punt away. Fielded at the 28-yard line. Actually, I'm all messed up. Brought it out to the 27. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the 27-yard line. Yeah, I can move Seattle to the AFC and put the Falcons and Panthers in the NFC and not use the Titans and the Patriots. 1st and 10, 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. Oh, that'd be hilarious. And not say anything, just wait for him to notice. On 1st and 10, Townsend throws to Vaden. And Vaden out to the 33-yard line. We'd bring the Jags in too. We'd have to bring the Jaguars in, yeah. So the Jaguars would take the place of the Patriots in the AFC East. That's hilarious. We'd move Houston to the Central. Seattle would go to the West. And then bring the Falcons and Panthers in. 3rd and 4 from the 33-yard line. Townsend hands off to Manning. And Manning out to the 34. Just a gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 3. Yeah, the AFC East would be Buffalo, New York, the Ravens, the Jaguars, and the Dolphins. Oh, that'd be hilarious. That would be so funny. 3rd and 3, 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend throws outside, incomplete. Tried to hit James Cooper. The Saints are right there. James Templeton making the play, the 8th-year defensive back out of South Carolina. Yeah, if he asks what the record is, I'll say go look at the standings. Kenneth Arnold back to punt. Arnold gets the punt away from the 14-yard line. On the return is Garrett Walker. Brings it out to the 23-yard line. And that's where New Orleans will have it. 1st and 10. Down by 10 with 3:24 left in the third quarter. The thing is, though, I like having the Patriots in the league. I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. Yeah, they'd be undefeated already. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Misty bought herself a bread maker today. 1st and 10. Hicks in the shotgun. 1st down. Hicks looking. Hicks throws. Caught, no, dropped by Wilder. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Wilder couldn't hold on. 3:19 left to play here in the third quarter. Evil Dead says, start making bread, Guru. On 2nd and 10, they hand off to Wilder. Gets around the outside. And Wilder out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. She's got to get the ingredients. She's got to get flour and yeast and all that. Third and 3 for the Saints at their own 30-yard line, down by 10. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking. Hicks throws underneath. Caught by Potts. Out to the 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 New Orleans. That's a gain of 8. That'll move the chains. Evil Dead says, you know, there's always seems to be an excuse with you. She's laughing sarcastically. 1st and 10 New Orleans from their own 38-yard line. 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Wilder in motion. Hicks looking, throws underneath. Incomplete. Wilder couldn't hold on. That'll stop the clock with 2:20 left here in the third quarter. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. Five wide for New Orleans on 2nd and 10. Empty backfield for Hicks. Wilder in motion. Hicks looking. Throws to Wilder down the sideline. And James Wilder picks up the 1st down out to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 20 yards to Wilder. Down to the Kansas City 42-yard line. 1st down Saints. New Orleans down by 10, trying to get back in this game. We're coming up on 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Minnesota and the New York Giants are up next. 1st and 10 from the 42. Hicks in the shotgun. Wilder in motion. Hicks draws back. Hicks throws near side, incomplete. He kind of threw it at the feet of Wilder, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. 1:47 left to play. Four wide for New Orleans. Hicks in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Wilder in motion. Hicks looking, throws, dumps it off to Wilder. Out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 6. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. 1:30 left here in the third quarter. The Saints down to the Kansas City 36-yard line. They come out 5 wide. Hicks in the gun. Wilder in motion. Hicks looking, throws to Wilder in the flat. And Wilder gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the tackle. Leon Holmes, the linebacker, in his 4th year out of Arkansas. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Saints. We're still in the third quarter. I don't know if they'll go for it or not. They might go for it here. They're down by 10. They got Taylor out there. Now they're going to punt. Bill Stone back to punt. They're not going to try a 53-yard field goal. Stone gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline. Out of bounds at the 2. Nice punt by Bill Stone, the second-year punter out of Cal Berkeley. And now the Chiefs will start at the 2. Got to watch out for the safety. 50 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Let's see if the Saints defense can get a stop. Maybe get a safety. You never know. Chiefs come out 4 wide. Townsend under center. Townsend from his end zone throws out to Manning. He gets hit for the safety. 2 points for the Saints. Coming up to make the tackle, Fred Green, the safety. They try to swing past to Manning, and Green read it beautifully. And coming off the beautiful punt, the Saints get a safety. It's now 17-9. They made it a 1-possession game, an 8-point lead for Kansas City. And now the Chiefs will have to kick off. There's a rule change. You can use a tee if you want to, but they punt. Oh, that's a bad punt. That's a flag. It didn't land in the landing zone. Well, it went out of bounds. That's going to give the Saints the ball at around the 50-yard line. They changed the rule on that. You can free kick it with a punt, or you can use a tee now if you want to. They chose to punt. And the Saints will have it at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. 4 wide. Townsend. Hicks in the shotgun. Hancock in motion. Hicks to Wilder. Around the outside, and Wilder out to the 42. A gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. As we're down to 30 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. New Orleans can tie it up on this drive with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 4 receivers set wide. Hicks under center. Hicks to Wilder. Nope. Rolls out. Throws downfield. Is incomplete. Broken up by the safety, Luke Crosby. In his 6th year out of UNLV. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. 3rd and 8 for the Saints. They come out 4 wide. Hicks draws back. Throws downfield. Caught by Logan Hawks down to the 32-yard line. At the end of the third quarter, Kansas City leads it 17-9 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium. We go to the fourth quarter. That was a 26-yard reception on the previous play. 1st and 10. New Orleans at the Kansas City 32. They hand off to Wilder. Up the middle, and Wilder down to the 23-yard line, a gain of 9. And that'll bring up 2nd and 1. New Orleans on the move, trying to tie this one up. Chiefs lead it 17-9. Davis in the house. Hicks in the shotgun. 4 wide. Empty backfield, 5 wide now. Hicks draws back, throws, and threw it over the head of Tim Jefferson. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 1. We have the Vikings and the Giants up next. Misty says hi, Davis. 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun, 3rd and 1. Big 3rd down. Wilder in motion. Hicks looking, throws, and it's incomplete. Jefferson could not hold on. Broken up by Daniel Spence, the second-year linebacker out of Tulane. It'll be 4th and 1 from the 23. Let's see if the Saints go for it. Down by 8. They're going to go for it. 4th and 1. 4 receivers wide. Hicks in the gun. Wilder goes out in motion. Empty backfield. Hicks looking. Hicks throws, dumps it off, and it's dropped by Wilder. Number 59, Leon Holmes, put the smackdown on him. And the Saints come up empty. It'll be a turnover on downs as the Kansas City defense comes up huge. And now the Chief offense will come back out. Kansas City up 17-9 with 7:19 remaining here in the fourth quarter. This is the last game of the season for both teams. They're both out of the playoffs. The Saints at 6-9, the Chiefs at 5-10. Just playing out the string. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Everybody shifts, 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend looking. Townsend in trouble, and he goes down. Curry Felton on the tackle. A loss of 4 yards back to the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 14. Vikings Giants up next, and that'll be followed by the Cowboys and the Steelers. A triple header tonight. It'll be 2nd and 14. Chiefs come out 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend draws back. Townsend looking, throws deep, and he overthrows everybody. He was looking for Justin Vaden down the sideline. Incomplete. Fred Green had the coverage. It'll be 3rd and 14 for Kansas City at their own 19-yard line. 6:46 left to play. Chiefs come out, 3 receivers to the near side. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend back, throws, and it's caught by Vaden out to the 27-yard line. A gain of just 8. It'll be 4th and 6. And Kansas City will probably punt. Fred Green made the tackle, the safety there, number 20. Kenneth Arnold will come on to punt on 4th and 6. Arnold gets the punt away. From the 22-yard line on the return is Garrett Walker out to the 28-yard line. Walker, the rookie out of Utah. New Orleans still down by 8 with 6:15 left. They'll start from their own 28-yard line. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie the game up. Four receivers wide. Hicks in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Hicks draws back. Hicks looking, throws, and it's caught. Nope, it's not caught. Logan Hawks, he drops it. He was hit by Zach Kellogg, number 27. The 4th-year defensive back out of Arizona State. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. 6:11 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Saints come out 4 wide. Hicks in the gun. Hicks looking, throws near side. Caught by Anthony Potts. A 5-yard gain down to the 33-yard line. Eric Morales comes up and makes the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 5 for New Orleans at their own 33-yard line. We're coming up on 6 minutes left. 5 wide, empty backfield on 3rd down. Hicks throws and caught by Logan Hawks out to the 45. A gain of 12. 1st down, New Orleans. Keeps the drive alive for the Saints. .45 and counting. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Saints come out. Hicks under center. Single back. Calling an audible. Hicks looking. Throws quickly underneath to Dalton Hancock. He picks up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. 5:20 and counting. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Saints at their own 47. Hicks in the shotgun. I think he left. Excuse me. To Wilder. And Wilder gets plowed over. Well, he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 8. Evil Dead. Misty says she's looking up bread recipes. Under 5 minutes left. 3rd and 8 from the 47-yard line. 4 wide for the Saints. Hicks in the shotgun. Big 3rd down. They shift. It's still 4 wide. 3 to the near side. Hicks draws back. Dumps it off to Wilder, and he gets the 1st down out to the 45-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 8. Make it a gain of 9. She says she's looking up recipes. Yeah. Saints now at the Kansas City 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Saints come out in the eye. Hicks under center. Potts in motion. Hicks to Wilder. And Wilder picks up a yard to the 43. It'll be 2nd and 9. The linebacker, Daniel Spence, on the tackle. Clock is moving. 3:45 and counting. On 2nd and 9, 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Wilder goes out as a receiver. Hicks draws back, throws. Caught by Wilder as he gets out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 7. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2 from the Kansas City 37-yard line. 3:18 and counting. Big 3rd down for the Saints. I'm sure they'll go for it on 4th if they have to. On 3rd down, Hicks in the gun. Wilder goes out as a receiver. Hicks throws, caught by Wilder. No, incomplete. Broken up by Eric Morales, the defensive back, in his 5th year out of Montana. It'll be 4th and 2 for the Saints. And they'll probably go for it. Nope, they're going to punt. I'm surprised. Bill Stone back to punt. Stone gets the punt away, aiming for the sideline. Not a good kick. Out of bounds at the 18. That's a 19-yard punt. And now Kansas City will take over 1st and 10 at their own 18 with 2:53 left. I don't know why they punted there. I would have gone for it. They're going to trust their defense, I guess. Kansas City still leads it 17-9 with 2:53 left. 3 receivers out to the far side. Townsend in the shotgun. Yeah, they must be. Townsend hands off to Manning. And Manning picks up 4 yards out to the 22-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 6. .235 and counting. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Townsend in the shotgun on 2nd down. eating up time here as much as they can. And they take the delay of game. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. They took a little too much time. That gets charged to Townsend. So that'll back it up. That also stops the clock. It'll be 2nd and 11 now. Back at the 17-yard line. 2:09 left. Townsend to Manning. And Manning only gets a yard to the 18-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 10 as we've reached the 2-minute warning here at Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. The final 2 minutes of this one. 3rd and 10 at the 18-yard line in the I formation. They hand off to Manning, and Manning getting outside, and he picks up 6 out to the 24-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 4. So the Saints are going to get one more shot as Kansas City has to punt now. New Orleans took a timeout. They have 2 left. They wanted to save as much time as they can. Arnold back to punt on 4th and 4. Arnold gets the punt away. From the 28-yard line on the return, Garrett Walker out to the 35. Last chance for the Saints. They're down by 8 with 1:49 left. They need a touchdown and a 2-point try. They have 2 timeouts. Four wide for New Orleans. Hicks in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Hicks draws back, throws to Hancock in the flat. And Hancock out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. Luke Crosby, the safety, came up and made the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 39-yard line. Vikings Giants up next. 4 wide for New Orleans. Hicks in the shotgun on 2nd down. Hicks looking. Hicks gets sacked back at the 35-yard line. On the sack, Gregory Banks, the defensive end, in his 4th year out of Bowling Green. A loss of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 9 back at the 35-yard line. Clock is running. Surprised they didn't take a timeout. Here we go, 4 wide on 3rd and 9. Hicks under center. Hicks draws back. Hicks looking. He's got all day. He throws deep. Caught by Hancock down the sideline. Forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. "44 yards to Dalton Hancock. They left him wide open down the sideline. The 8th-year tight end out of Boise State. 1st and 10 Saints at the Chief 21-yard line. 50 seconds left. New Orleans has 2 timeouts. They need a touchdown and a 2-point try. 4 wide. Hicks in the gun. 1st and 10. Hicks to Wilder. No. Looking. Throws. Caught by Hancock down at the 7. A diving catch. 14 yards. 1st and goal. New Orleans takes a timeout. They have 1 left. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line for the Saints. Trying to tie this one up. Send it to overtime. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. 5 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. 1st and goal. Hicks looking. Throws. He gets tipped at the line. Incomplete. The linebacker, Daniel Spence, tipped it. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. 43 seconds left. New Orleans down by 8. Saints come out 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks draws back. Throws. Caught by Hancock at the goal line. He didn't get in. A gain of 6. New Orleans takes their final timeout. He was not in the end zone when he caught it. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1. 36 seconds left. Can the Chiefs defense get a stop? Can New Orleans punch it in? 4 wide. Hicks in the gun. 3rd and goal. They're out of timeouts. Hicks looking. Throws underneath. Caught. Touchdown. Logan Hawks. A 1-yard touchdown catch in the middle of the end zone. A diving catch by Hawks. And now it's 17-15. And the Saints will go for 2. This is huge. This is ball game right here. They got to get this because they're out of timeouts. Here we go. 2-point try. 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. Wilder goes out in motion. Hicks looking. Hicks throws wide open. Wilder in the middle of the end zone. The 2-point conversion's good. They failed to cover him. And we're tied at 17 with 34 seconds left. Now Kansas City still has 3 timeouts. If they get a nice return here, they might be able to get into field goal range. But what a drive by the Saints to tie it up. And now New Orleans will kick off. Jerome Taylor will kick. I'm sorry, what? Taylor will tee it up for New Orleans. 34 seconds left in regulation. We're tied at 17. And there's the kickoff by Taylor. From the 5-yard line on the return. 15, 20, 25. It's Francis Floyd out to the 31-yard line. 30 seconds left. The Chiefs need about 35 to 40 yards to get into field goal range. They have all 3 of their timeouts. Jim Townsend will come on to lead the Kansas City offense. Can they get in field goal range? Chiefs come out 3 wide to the far side. Townsend in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Townsend back. Townsend looking, throws outside, and it's dropped. Dropped by Von Manning out of the backfield. Philip Marks warming up on the sideline. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line. 26 seconds left. Kansas City still has 3 timeouts. On 2nd and 10, 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. Vaden in motion. Townsend looking. Townsend still looking. Townsend's going to take off. And he slides at the 37. They take a timeout. A 6-yard gain. 19 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and 4. They still need about 30 yards for a field goal. Give or take. Four wide for the Chiefs. Townsend in the shotgun. 3rd and 4. Townsend draws back. Townsend in trouble, rolls out. And Townsend takes off and gets out to the 41, picks up the 1st down. And the Chiefs are saying to themselves, we're just going to play for overtime. We're going to let the clock run out. We're going to overtime. The Saints and the Chiefs are tied at 17 here at Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. As we go to OT. All right, with Madden 25, it works this way. Both teams are guaranteed a possession. So you can no longer win it on the opening possession with a touchdown. Both teams will get a crack at it. Let's see who gets the toss. The Saints have won the toss. They will receive. New Orleans will get the ball first in overtime. We don't have ties here at Jammin' Sports. We'll keep playing until somebody wins. We will have the Giants and the Vikings eventually. But we have some bonus football here in Kansas City. Philip Marks will kick off for the Chiefs to start the overtime. from the 5-yard line on the return. This is Alvin Marshall. Marshall out to the 27-yard line. Now, if New Orleans does not score and they have to punt it away, then when the Chiefs get possession, it'll be sudden death. Some highlights by Peyton Hicks. I don't understand that either. But, oh well, we get an extra 15 seconds in the overtime. First and 10 for the Saints at their own 27 as we start the first overtime period. Four wide for New Orleans. Hicks under center on first and 10. Hicks to Wilder around the outside, and Wilder out to the 32, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. We're in overtime here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Saints and Chiefs are tied at 17. Four wide for the Saints. Hicks in the shotgun. Hicks looking, throws outside to Wilder, turns upfield, gets the first down, all the way out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 10. First down, Saints. New Orleans at their own 42-yard line. Hicks in the shotgun, first and 10. Hicks to Wilder on the draw play, and Wilder across midfield out to the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 14 yards. First down, New Orleans into Kansas City territory. Four wide for the Saints on first and 10 from the Chief 44. Hicks in the shotgun. Hancock in motion. Hicks to Wilder, and Wilder gets hemmed in. A loss of 2 yards back to the 46-yard line. Luke Crosby, the safety, comes up and makes the stop. It'll be 2nd and 12. .647 and counting. In the I formation on 2nd and 12. Hicks drops back, throws down the middle, caught by Wilder. And Wilder out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 10. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. I tell you what, Wilder has caught a lot of passes today, more than any of the receivers. 3rd and 2 from the 36-yard line. 6:13 and counting in the first overtime. Hicks under center. Now he drops back. They shift. He's in the shotgun. 4 receivers wide. Hancock in motion. Hicks throws incomplete. It'll be 4th down. The Saints come up empty on the opening drive of overtime. Let's see if they go for it. Saints are going for it on 4th and 2. 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun from the Kansas City 36. Marshall in motion. Hicks throws. Caught by Hancock. Down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 11. Gutsy call. First down, Saints. You got to like the call. First and 10, New Orleans at the 25-yard line. Hicks under center. Hicks to Wilder around the outside, and Wilder inside the 5 down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 22. First and goal at the Kansas City 3-yard line. 5:27 left in the first overtime. New Orleans trying to cash in. Take a lead in overtime. Be first and goal from the 3-yard line. Hicks under center. Hicks to Wilder. Touchdown, New Orleans. And the Saints go up 23-17. The Chiefs will get a possession. James Wilder, a 3-yard run right up the gut. And now Jerome Taylor will come on for the extra point. Still 5:03 left in the overtime for the Chiefs to work with. Taylor for the PAT. Kick is up, and it's good. Saints lead it 24-17. And now Kansas City, they have to match it, or the Saints win. Now, if time runs out and they haven't scored, the game will be over. They're also working against the clock. And that puts Kansas City now in 4-down territory. If they do not convert and get a first down, or if they turn it over, the game is over. There's the kickoff by Taylor. From the 4-yard line on the return, we have Francis Floyd. And Floyd brings it out to the 30-yard line. And that's where Kansas City will take over. 4:58 left in the overtime. Can the Chiefs match the touchdown with one of their own? 4:58 left. Kansas City comes out, 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Townsend draws back. Townsend looking, throws near side. Caught by Vaden. Out to the 39-yard line, a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. 4:45 and counting. Here in the overtime. Four wide for the Chiefs. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend draws back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Richard Swift out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 7. That'll be a Kansas City first down. 4:19 left in the overtime. Saints up 24-17. The Chiefs, they've got to match the score or the game will be over. 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend draws back. Townsend looking. Throws outside. Up in the air. Incomplete. Oh, that was close. James Cooper couldn't catch it. 2nd and 10. At their own 46 for the Chiefs. We're in overtime here at Arrowhead. 3 wide to the far side. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend draws back. Townsend looking. Townsend takes off. And Townsend slides at the 49-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7. 3:46 left in the overtime. Kansas City has to get a touchdown. They face a 3rd and 7. 4 wide for the Chiefs. 5 wide, actually. Empty backfield. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend draws back. Townsend looking. Getting flushed out. And Townsend goes down. A loss of 2 yards. It'll be 4th and 9. Wayne Martin on the sack in his 12th year out of Cal. And now it's 4th down. If the Chiefs do not convert, the game is over. They have to get the first down, or the Saints win. It's 4th and 9. Here we go. 5 wide for the Chiefs. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend draws back. Looking. Throws. It's caught. Trey Graham down to the 33-yard line. 21 yards to Trey Graham. First down, Kansas City at the New Orleans 33-yard line. They convert on 4th down. They keep the drive alive. But time's a-ticking. 2:45 and counting. Chiefs come out 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. 1st and 10 at the New Orleans 33-yard line. Townsend looking. Townsend throws underneath, caught by Trey Graham down to the 24, a gain of 9. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. 2:24 and counting. 2nd and 1 from the New Orleans 24-yard line. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend drops back, throws, caught by Graham again down to the 13-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 11. Another Kansas City first down. 2 minutes left and counting here in the overtime. Kansas City trying to tie this one up. From the Saint 13-yard line, Townsend in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide. Townsend looking, throws underneath, incomplete. Graham couldn't hold on. That'll stop the clock. James Templeton broke up the pass. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line. 1:36 left in the overtime. 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Townsend back. Townsend looking, in trouble, and he's going to get sacked back at the 20-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 8. Bryce Barnett, the defensive tackle, on the sack. It'll be 3rd and 18. Chiefs are running out of downs. They're running out of time. New Orleans trying to hang on. They lead at 24-17 in the overtime. 1:30 and counting. 3rd and 18 from the 20-yard line. Big third down for Kansas City right here. Taking their time. Down to about a minute. 4 wide. Townsend back. Townsend looking. Townsend in trouble. He gets sacked again. Back at the 29-yard line. A 9-yard sack. Ben Clements came in on the corner blitz and got the sack. It'll be 4th and 26. I don't know why you don't take a timeout here. 52 seconds. You've got to convert this. You got to at least get the first down. You have to get to the 3-yard line. Now we're down to 30 seconds almost. 4 wide, 4th and 26. Townsend, a flag is down already. Townsend throws, caught at the 2-yard line. They get the first down, but let's check out the penalty. Offside on New Orleans. They'll decline that. They'll take the pass. It's caught at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal. They call it at the 3-yard line. That was a 26-yard gain. And now with 25 seconds left, Kansas City still has 2 timeouts. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. This may be going to a second overtime. 4 wide, Townsend in the shotgun. 1st and goal. Townsend looking. Townsend going to take off, and he gets taken down. They take a timeout. He loses a yard. Wayne Martin on the sack. 21 seconds left. Thank you, Evil Dead. 2nd and goal from the 4. 21 seconds left. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend looking. Townsend in trouble. He's going to take off. And Townsend down to the 2-yard line. They take a timeout. Well, the thing is, if time runs out and they have not scored, they lose. So that's why they're taking the timeout. It won't roll over unless they're tied. So that's why they're taking the timeouts. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. 4 wide. Townsend in the shotgun. Townsend on 3rd and goal. Townsend in trouble. Rolls out. Townsend. Touchdown. Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown run. We're going to go to a second overtime for only the 21st time in our history. Unless they go for 2. Why not? Why not go for 2 here? Neither team's making the playoffs. Go for 2. Let's see if they think like you do. Will they go for the win? Nope, they're going to try to tie it up. Philip Marks for the PAT. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 24. Now we are in sudden death. The next score wins. We're going to roll over to a second overtime. We've had 20 double overtime games in our history. I don't think we've had a double overtime game this season. This may be the first one. I don't recall. I'd have to go back and look at the schedule, but I don't think we have. Marks will kick off from the 7-yard line. On the return, Alvin Marshall out to the 26-yard line. 7 seconds left. If this game takes a whole lot of time more, we'll just have 2 games tonight. We'll do 3 tomorrow. We were going to have 2 tomorrow. We'll make it 3 if this game runs long. 4 wide. Hicks on the shotgun. 1st and 10. Hicks looking. Hicks throws. Caught. And the Saints take a timeout with 3 seconds left. A gain of 2 yards. Logan Hawks on the catch out to the 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 29. Four wide for New Orleans. Hicks in the shotgun on 2nd down. Hicks drops back. Hicks looking. Hicks still looking. He got hit as he threw. Incomplete. And we're going to a second overtime. Tied at 24 with the Saints and the Chiefs. Live from Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. We go to overtime number 2. Still tied at 24. As we start the second overtime, it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Saints at their own 29. We're now in sudden death. The next score wins. Our 21st double overtime game in our history. And I do believe it's the first one this season. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. 4 wide, 3rd and 8. Hicks looking. Hicks still looking. Throws. Caught. They get the first down to Wilder out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 15 yards. And that'll be a Saint first down. Boy, for a meaningless game, this has been a really good game. Both teams are out of the playoffs. They could have just mailed it in, but they're playing hard today. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Hicks under center. Hicks looking. Hicks throws underneath. Hancock can't hold on. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. We're in the second overtime period. We're tied at 24 in our second overtime. We're in sudden death. The next score wins. It doesn't matter who or how. 4 wide. Hicks in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. We're tied at 24. Wilder in motion. Hicks looking. Throws. Caught by Logan Hawks. Turns upfield. Hawks. He could score. Touchdown, New Orleans. They win it in double overtime. Your final score, New Orleans 30, Kansas City 24. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Vikings Giants up next.